Good morning student. I Kinnari Dave welcomes you all for Standard 11 Part 7 of Unit 4 Chemical Bonding and Molecular Structure. Student, hope so you are enjoying the studies and doing well. Now in the last video we have studied about the Born-Haber cycle. In that Born-Haber cycle explain us about the lattice enthalpy for the ionic bond formation. More the negative of the lattice enthalpy, more is the stability of the ionic bond, and the lattice enthalpy is the summation of all the formations of the bond. Means we can say that the formation enthalpy, then sublimation enthalpy, then it is ionization enthalpy, then decomposition enthalpy and electron gain enthalpy, that all the summation it is conclude with the enthalpy which is known as the lattice enthalpy. So now in the today's video student, we are going to study the main important theory for the giving the idea about the shape of the molecule, and this overcomes the Lewis dot structure's drawback. Exactly as we know, the Lewis dot structure is not able to explain the exact shape of the molecule. So to overcome that drawback, Sedgwick and Powell has given the VSEPR theory in 1940. VSEPR means valence for V, shell S, E electron, P pair repulsion. So valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, and it was the first approach by the Sedgwick and Powell to just give the idea about the shape of the molecule. Exactly this theory is also not completely giving the ideas, but some or the other way it is the given idea to the valence bond theory, which exact gives the idea of the shape of the molecule, or we can say that geometry. So here also some drawback is there for the VSEPR theory, but this is the first approach by Sedgwick and Powell. So now just let us see on the board what is VSEPR theory and what is the postulate for the VSEPR theory, student. In today's video, I am going to give you the ideas about draw the structure only of that molecule which is having the central atom is having only the bonded pair. So in this video, we are not going to go in the deep which is little bit more confusing. But in this video, just to get a clear-cut idea for VSEPR theory, we'll study with the postulate and simple example for the geometry of bonded pair central atom molecules only, students. So now look at the board, student. Here the VSEPR theory, as I said, the Sedgwick and Powell has given it in the 1940. And it was the first approach by them to explain the shape of molecules. Now what are the postulates, student? Here the postulate is the first point in your mind you have to keep to draw the geometry. The central atom surrounded by shared pair of electron. We have to find out the central atom from that molecule, and the central atom condition is the central atom is less electronegative than the other atoms element. So here we have to find out first central atom surrounded by shared pair of electron, or it may be having the lone pair also. It is not fixed कि only the central atom is having the shared pair of electron, means it is having only the bonded pair of electron. There may be a chances for the lone pair of electron. As you just try to remember the example of H2O, very simple, NH3 also. you know that NH3 is having the one lone pair of electron, and H2O, oxygen, is having the two lone pair of electron. So here that is the first postulate, and the stability is inversely proportional to the energy. Means the less the energy, more is the stability. So here the central atom tries to attain the energy as by repulsing the other atom which is surrounded by them. So the more the molecule get the stability. Here the second postulate is electron pairs surrounding the central atom are nearer, so repulsion is more and it increase the molecule's energy. So now here the molecule what try to does? Molecule tries to maximum repulsion. Molecules tries to gives away the surrounding atom to the maximum strength, maximum distance, so it can attain the stability very fastly by keeping the less energy. So here that is the main thing which we have to keep in our mind, that stability is inversely proportional to energy. More the energy, less is the stability. So सराउंडिंग पैर को जितना हो सके उतना रिपल्सन करके वो दूर रखने की कोशिश करेगा ताकि मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो स्टेबिलिटी हासिल कर सकता है, टू अटेन द ग्रेटर स्टेबिलिटी. Here students, I have drawn the example and here you can see that CH4. So carbon is a central atom, as the valency of the carbon is 4 and the valence electron for the hydrogen. Here we have to think only about the central atom. Other surrounding atom, how many number of valence electron unpaired are there, that is not to be considered. So here these are the 4 bond. So 4 valency of carbon and all the 4 are bond pair. Here all 4 are bond pair. Now here you can see about the water, H2O molecule. As you know, the oxygen is having the 6 valence electron, and from that the 2 electron are bonded with the hydrogen. So 4 electrons are remaining. So here for this oxygen we can say that 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair. So student, the shape of the molecule or the geometry of the molecule is totally depends on what? Either the central atom is having only the shared pair of electron, or it may be also having the lone pair of electron. So now this postulate is clear to you, student. Now we will go to the next postulate, student. Next postulate, as I said, electron pair is surrounding central atom are nearer, so the repulsion takes place. Means the central atom से बाकी के atom इतने near रहने की कोशिश करेंगे ताकि repulsion हो सकता है, and which increase the molecule's energy. And even in the vice versa also, if they are nearer, the surrounding atoms are nearer to the central atom, then the energy is more. But if they are far to the central atom, the energy is less. And that, as I said, the central atom tries to make the surrounding atoms to away farther distance, so it can attain the stability very easily, student. And here the repulsion, the which way the repulsion will be in the increasing order, that lone pair is having the maximum repulsion, student. So here the order of the repulsion I am just explaining you. As you know, the lone pair means if the 2 lone pair are nearer to each other, if we'll take the example of this, so H2O only will take the example. So because H2O is having the 2 lone pair, So lone pair repulsion is maximum. How can we conclude that? So this is oxygen bonded with hydrogen and two lone pair. Both are the like charge, students. So this both lone pair tries to repel each other. So this this lone pair tries to come towards this bond pair side, and this lone pair tries to come towards this bond pair side, and that's why the bond angle between this HOH will be decrease, and that's why I had explained you, I think in the previous video also. Here the bond angle is 104 degrees, students. So that is the reason here, and this will be clear thoughts to you. The lone pair repulsion is maximum because like charge repels. Then and the next is lone pair bond pair repulsion, means maximum lone pair repulsion, then lone pair bond pair repulsion is little less than the lone pair, and very least bond pair is having very least repulsion here, because both the pair is shared with the bonded pair. So here there is a less chance for the repulsion, and this lone pair and bond pair is also having little less chance for the repulsion, but maximum repulsion between these two lone pair. So that is the third postulate for VSEPR theory, student. So here the repulsion force decrease as bond angle increase. Bond angle increase, the repulsion force decrease. If the both angle is very bigger, means 90 degree is the angle, the repulsion force is maximum, student, and 180 degree means linear shape if it is there, then the repulsion force is very less, and as it is very less, here it occurs the stability also. So this point and this point you will conclude that stability is inversely proportional to energy, and repulsion force decrease as bond angle increase, means 90 degree is having the maximum repulsion and 180 degree is having the least repulsion, student. Now from this we'll just get an idea, if the only two atom is there in this molecule with the central atom, so the shape is always linear, means the shape of a molecule which containing only two atoms. So this example also I am explaining you, student, as we have studied this example in the previous video also, but we have to just for remembrance, revision or revising is must. So we will take the example of BeCl2. As I said, it is having the two atom surrounding to the central atom. So what is the atomic number of Be, student? Beryllium. So here we know that the beryllium is having the atomic number 4, student. So Z is equal to 4 for beryllium, and we are taking the example for BeCl2. Now every time we have to not go for draw the Lewis dot structure, students. Now how we will find what is the shape of the molecule? So that trick also I am going to give you in the next video, because as I said in this video I am just explaining you the simple molecule. So this topic is clear in your mind, and then next video we'll go little more example which is having little difficult one, means lone pair and bonded pair together. So BeCl2, Be is having 4, 1s2, 2s2. Now here, what is the hybridization? That also you know. Here it is having the sp hybridization, because this is a ground state. In excited state, here this electron, in excited state, this 2s1 come to the 2px1. So here the hybridization is sp hybridization with chlorine ns2 np5 with sp hybridization. So now we'll draw the Lewis structure, students. Be, as I said, it is having the 4 number of valence electrons. So we'll just draw that 2 electron which are the valence electrons. So 1 and 2, and chlorine is require the 1 electron. So 1 electron for the chlorine. Now this is the structure of BeCl2, student. This is the bond pair and this is the bond pair. So BeCl2 is having the 2 bond pair. And you can see this shape or angle. It is a 180 degree. The angle is 180 degree. And here you can see that 180 degree means it is having the, therefore the geometry is linear. And the bond angle is maximum. So repulsion force is minimum. And the geometry is linear. 2 number of bond pair. So this is the first example which we have studied. Now such like BeCl2, some more example also. HgCl2 is also considered the same geometry. Means HgCl2 is also having the linear structure, student. Other than BeCl2, ZnCl2 is also comes under the same name, BeCl2, ZnCl2, HgCl2, having the linear structure with bond angle 180 degree and sp hybridization with 2 bond pair. Okay, student, this is clear. Now we'll go with the next example. Here the next point it is given, for molecule containing 3 or more atom. Here we have taken only the 2 atom which is surrounded. Now 3 or more atom, out of that 1 which is less electronegative than the other atom. So here we have to take 3 or more atom, and then we'll go with the example that in the next video. But these are the points which we have to keep in our mind. Then third point is, if central atom surrounded by bonding pair and lone pair both with the similar atom, central atom surrounded by here only bond pair, but if we'll think about the H2O, then the oxygen is surrounded by hydrogen. So both the hydrogen means it is a similar atom, and it is having the bond pair also and lone pair also. Then the repulsion is different and the regular geometry. Then the geometry, the shape is regular, means we can conclude for that particular molecule ke yes, it is having the similar atom which is surrounded by the central atom and which possess the 2 lone pair and 2 bonding pair, or 3 lone pair and 1 3 bonding pair, something like that. Then it is having the regular geometry. But if it is linked with different atoms, suppose H2SO4, HNO3, so here the sulfur is the central atom, nitrogen is the central atom, but it is surrounded by oxygen also and hydrogen also. So that is known as the central atom is linked with different atoms. Then the repulsion is different and it is having the irregular geometry, distorted shape. Why it is having the distorted shape? Because here the repulsion is different. If oxygen with hydrogen and oxygen with oxygen, then but natural student repulsion is different, because both are different electronegative and electropositive element. That's why. So this is the main point to keep in our mind to draw the geometry of the VSEPR theory. Now here this is the one example I have taken, that is for the two bond pair. Now we'll just go with the one more example, and here we take the example for that is BF3. BF3 we have taken the last time also. Student, you must be thinking, madam, you are taking the same example. Why I am taking the same example, student? Because that example will just revise, learn by you, and in exam you will get clear structure for this. So we are taking the example of boron, means we'll take the BF3. BF3. So boron, what is the Z for the boron, student? Z for the boron is 5. So the configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2px1. Now this is the ground state, student. Now if we'll think about the excited state, then this S electron goes to the 2py. So here 2s1 and here you have 2py1. So this is the excited state geometry, and in that excited state here you have the hybridization. That hybridization is sp2. How many number of total pair electron orbitals are there, students? So 1s and 2p. 1s and 2p. So that's why here we can say that sp2 hybridization. Now sp2 hybridization means the shape of the molecule, if we'll see, then the shape of the molecule comes, it is the triangular or trigonal. We can say that triangular, planar or trigonal. Now we'll just draw the Lewis structure for this BF3. As boron is the central atom because it is a less electronegative than the fluorine, and from that boron is having the how many number of electrons are there? Valence electrons, student. So boron possesses 1, 2 and 3. So 3 valence electron are with the boron, which is shared electron with the fluorine, and that fluorine is having the requirement of 1 electron. So F and this is for F. So here it is a bond pair and bond pair. So how many number of bond pair are there? Here we have taken the 2 bonded pair. Now here it is a 3 bond pair. 3 bond pair. And if you will try to draw the structure, You can see that triangular planar, as I said, the same way it is a triangular planar structure, or we can say that trigonal structure. And now what about of the bond angle, student? If we'll see the bond angle, between that it is the bond angle is 120 degree. So bond angle is 120 degree. sp3 hybridization, all the three are bond pair, then the geometry is triangular planar. And 120 degree means here the repulsion is not so high, not so less, because it is between 90 and 180. So this is the 120 degree is the bond angle. Okay student, now we'll go with the next example, as it is having the 4 bond pair. We'll go with the next example with 4 bond pair. So student, try to give me the example, which example I will take for this 4 bond pair. This I'm rubbing only because you know the 90 degree, then 120 degree and then 180 degree is having the maximum stability. Which example, students? Okay, what are you saying? Which example I have to take? Here with the BF3 you can take, with the BCl3 also, even AlCl3 also you can take for this 3 bond pair with sp2 hybridization. Now we'll go with the next, as with the 4 bond pair. So we'll take the example of CH4. CH4 means methane. Okay, very good student. What is the number of valence electron of the carbon? Carbon is having the 4 valence electron. So 4 valence electron, each one is bonded with the hydrogen. So here it is a very clear geometry for you, because the 4 bond pair and it is having 4 bond pair means which hybridization, student? sp3 hybridization, correct. So we'll take the Z is equal to 6. For ground state, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. Now for the ground state, it is this configuration. Now for the excited state, this 2s1 goes to 2pz1. So here we can write 2s1 and 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. So what is the hybridization? S and P3 hybridization. So here you have sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. Now if the sp3 hybridization, then what about of the shape of that molecule, student? It is, the geometry is tetrahedral. It is a tetrahedral. Now we'll try to draw the structure for CH4. As I said, the carbon is a central atom. Now the carbon is having the 4 valence bond with the hydrogen. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 with hydrogen, with hydrogen, with hydrogen and with hydrogen. Now here you can see that are the 4 bonds. So here you write 4 bond pair. Now 4 bond pair and try to attach this. Then the clear shape tetrahedral is seen to you. Now we'll think about the bond angle. So bond angle between this is 109 degree. That is the bond angle, student. So bond angle is 109 degree, means it is less than 120 degree. So here the repulsion is little less than the 120 degree, 90 degree and more than the 120 degree, because here the 90 degree is having the maximum repulsion and energy is also. So 109 degree is more than the 90 degree. So 4 bond pair CH4, shape is tetrahedral and sp3 hybridization, student. Now we'll go with the example which is having the 5 bond pair. And here some more example if we want to take, then we can take the example with this also. CCl4 also, carbon tetrachloride. Even we can take the example of SiCl4, silicon chloride. Si is a central atom and it is surrounded by Cl. So this way you will learn properly about the VSE PR theory. But student, there is some drawback for the VSE PR theory also, which can be overcome by the valence bond theory. So valence bond theory will study in next to next video, because as I said in the next video I have to explain you about some difficult one, molecular geometry, which is having the lone pair also and the bond pair also. And then in that video I am going to give you the trick to find the hybridization, because every time to draw the structure and then to find out the geometry, it is a time consuming during the examination, student. So in that video I am giving you the trick also how to identify the hybridization. So don't miss to watch that video, and if you have not subscribed my channel, then that also you just do it in advance, so you will not miss any of my upcoming videos, student. Okay, now we'll take the next example which is having the 5 number of bond and pair, and that example will take PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride. Now how many number of valence electron with the phosphorus, or what is the Z for the phosphorus, that we'll write down first, and configuration. So Z is equal to 15. So here we'll write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, or we can write neon 3s2, 3p3, neon 3s2, 3p3. Now here this is the ground state. Now in the excited state also, student, this is having the half filled p orbital. The stability for this is more. So here we just say that it is having the d orbital which is a vacant. So now what will happen to that? This S excited state, this electron goes to the d orbital which is vacant one. So during that in the excited state 3s1, and here we'll just write down that 3d1. So hybridization S P3 and D. Hybridization is sp3d. How many number of orbital took part, students? So 1s, 3p and 1d. So 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 5. So sp3d, total number of 5 orbital took part for this hybridization of PCl5, and that's why this PCl5 is having the shape like trigonal pyramidal. Trigonal pyramidal shape for this PCl5, and this bipyramidal shape will draw with the Lewis dot structure. As you know, we have to draw the central atom. Which one we consider as a central atom? Correct, student. Phosphorus is less electronegative than the chlorine. So we will take phosphorus as a central atom, and it is surrounded by 5 chlorine. Student, meanwhile you just try to draw the structure, so you will also get a practice and conclude that the shape is trigonal bipyramidal only. Phosphorus is a central atom with how many number of valence electron? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 number of valence electron the phosphorus is having, and Cl, 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 Cl and Cl. Student, here this way also you can draw, and some or the other child maybe try to draw in the some other way. That is also the, but which one is the correct exact structure? Suppose this chlorine, in place of this here, if I am keeping the chlorine in such a manner, and Cl, Cl and Cl. This is also the possible way to draw the structure. Now students, just try to see. Here we'll think about the shape in both the structure. So if this structure is the more stable structure, because here the angle is 120 degree, and if you will see for this structure, then here the angle is 90 degree. The angle is 90 degree. So as I said student, 90 degree is having the less stability. So 120 degree is the more stable structure. So for PCl5, both the chlorine are on the axial position, So here this is having the 180 degree. This angle is 180 degree. So here maximum repulsion is having. So that's why this structure is very proper structure for the PCl5, and the shape is trigonal bipyramidal. And how many number of bond pair are there, students? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here the 5 bond pair. So now PCl5, sp3d, trigonal bipyramidal with 5 bond pair. Other than PCl5, you have some other example for this also, that is PF5 also. So that also you can draw for the practice of yours. Now we'll go with the 6 bond pair of electron. We have started the 2 bond pair of electron, that is sp hybridization with linear structure 180 degree. 3 bond pair, that is sp2 hybridization, that is 120 degree angle with trigonal, planar or trigonal or triangular planar. Then we have the 3 bond pair. After we have the 4 bond pair, that is the CH4 example, that is having the bond angle 109 degree and 5 minutes with sp3 hybridization, and the shape is tetrahedral. Now we'll go with the 6 number of bond pair. An example we are taking, that is SF6. SF6. Z for the as sulfur is equal to 16. So here we'll write directly neon means 10, and here we have a 15. So here we are with the 3s2 and 3p3 in place of here 3s2 3p4. This is the ground state structure, and in the excited state that structure is here 3s1, so 3d, and here 3p4 in place of 3p3, because as you know the half filled p orbital is more stable. So here 3d2. One electron from the S goes to the D, and same way one electron from the P goes to the D. So here the structure is hybridization is sp3d2 hybridization, and sp3d2 hybridization gives the geometry for that octahedral. Geometry gives octahedral. Octahedral means 4 in the front side and 4 at the back side. We'll just draw that octahedral structure. So that is also clear to you कि how the octahedral, as you know octa means 8. So sulfur is the central atom with surrounded by fluorine, and here we are with the 6 bond pair. 6 bond pair hybridization sp3d2, shape octahedral. Come on, now sulfur. How many number of valence electrons, students? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Each one is bonded with fluorine. So 6 bond pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Thus you will get an idea here clearly student. These two are the axial position. जैसे यहाँ पर हमने देखा both the chlorine are at the axial position, same way here both the fluorine are at axial position, and this way if we'll join, then the shape will be, here it is clear, and the angle it is 90 degree. angle is 90 degree, and that's why the shape is octahedral shape. So SF6 sp3d2 with 6 bond pair, 6 bond pair and octahedral shape. Now we'll go with the last example, which is having the 7 number of bond pair, because generally student sp3d2 वही मैक्सिमम है हमें क्वेश्चंस पूछने के लिए, इससे ज़्यादा जनरली बहुत कम पूछा जाता है, तो आपको यहाँ तक का ही याद रखना है. पर फिर भी वन मोर एग्जाम्पल वी आर taking, and we'll just go with the shape also for the same. After tetrahedral, student sp3 hybridization, sp3 is having the tetrahedral shape, it is having the 4 bond pair, then PCl5 is having the 5 bond pair, and the shape for the PCl5 is trigonal pyramidal. And now we'll go with the next and last example, that is IF7. Iodine and fluorine both are of the same group element, students. So the iodine is having, as we know, the Z is 53. So we'll just write the nearby noble gas configuration, and for the iodine the nearby noble gas configuration, as we know, that is a 5s2 5p3. So here we'll get 5s2 and np5 means 5p5. That is for the Z is equal to 53. So helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon. So helium 2, then 10, then 18 and then 36. So here we have to write xenon 5s2 5p5. Now iodine is in the central atom with the 7 number of valence electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, which is surrounded by 7 number of fluorine atom. So here we have the 7 bond pair. We have 7 bond pair. Now for this is the ground state. In excited state, student, here we have 5s1 and 5p6. 5s1 and 5p6. This is the excited state configuration. And here if we'll see the shape, for here also you can see this is the exile position. So here something shape like pentagonal. आपको कुछ 5 एंगल दिख रहे हैं student. So here the shape is of pentagonal. Pentagonal bipyramidal. So now we'll try to connect this all the angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This way you can see this is a pentagonal shape, student. So this is pentagonal bipyramidal shape for IF7. So this way you can draw with the example of IF7 also. Number of examples you can draw. For IF7 it is not possible because such like molecule are very rare. It is not possible because this both are of the halogen group element. And here the bond angle, if we will see, then bond angle is different. Bond angle is here different. It is having the 90 degree and this is also having less than 90 degree, means nearby 70 degree. So this way you can draw the geometry for the VSEPR theory postulate given by the Sedgwick and Powell. So student, practice of this all the 7 molecules type with the hybridization and shape. So this we have taken only example with bonded pair, students. In next our video we'll go with little difficult one, which is having the bond pair with the lone pair geometry. So hope so students, this video is clear, giving idea to you about the VSEPR theory, students. Yes, last but not the least, subscribe my channel, student, and thank you so much for keep watching and keep studying. Thank you.